are in Ellicottville. Beautiful house, beautiful day.
It's beautiful.
Everything's beautiful. Use my hands a lot. Doesn't everyone use their hands more these days with Trump in office? It's just
case.
sort of like, I don't know, you pick up on
it's
it,
osmosis a little bit.
So this 4-box chalet, it's a 4-box because the top floor came in 2 boxes.
Right.
The first floor came in 2 boxes, the top floor came in 2 boxes, so it's a 4-box. The benefit of doing that is that the whole upstairs then can be finished off-site. If it's a chalet and it's a 2-box chalet, then the upstairs can be finished at a future time, or it can be finished on site. It's just that that roof would ship flat and then hinge up on set days. So this is a 4-box. The first floor is a 1,500 square foot 2-bedroom, 2-bath. The second floor, there's a third of it that's vaulted space, and then in this back half here is the master bedroom, primary bedroom, or extra suite and bathroom.
Plus you got that dormer on the other side as well.
There's a dormer. We'll take a look at the dormer. Yep. So bedroom, bathroom on the top, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths on the first floor, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths on the basement.
Oh, I need my calculator here for all these.
8 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. I'm sorry, 8 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms.
That's right.
3,700 square foot total. 1,500 square foot on the first floor, 7 on the second, 1,500 on the basement, 3,700 square. It's a big house.
It's a lot of house.
It's a big house.
It's a lot of house.
Wraparound deck. The outside, I just wanted to point out black windows and James Hardy exterior siding. Beautiful. It's a great look. You can see on the gable end here, you have vertical on the eaves end that wraps around, but then in the peak, it goes to a horizontal. I love that change in direction. I think it looks great.
Yeah,
we talk about that a lot in design meetings.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something different. I know people love the vertical, but having some different things like that, even just a change in direction, can make the house look really interesting.
That's right. That's right.
So should we walk around? We'll walk around the outside, talk about some of this stuff. We'll walk around the inside, and hopefully you find these videos helpful. We just walk and talk about a lot of different things that just come to mind as we're going through. There's no script or anything like that. If there's specific things that you guys want to know about your house or something that you're thinking about building, just let us know, comment, direct message us, reach out, call, email, and we'll try to do some follow-up or just have a conversation on the phone with you.
Perfect.
But let's walk around.
That's great.
So the first thing is, we're gonna have to close this door. It's just an incredible look. The natural wood front door against the black siding.
That looks really good.
I think it looks incredible.
It looks really, really nice.
These are kind of the more cost-effective railings. They're just black. They're not cable or plexiglass or anything like that, but it blends in really well, I think, with with nature. Said that twice there for effect.
For all those black trees that you see.
Okay, so if you look at the basement, this is a superior walls, a 10-foot superior walls basement, and each bedroom needs to have an egress window. So you can see here, this is closer to grade, so you have a full window well. It's a 3x5 window, so it meets egress requirement. All that means is you're able to get out through the window if your other exit from the house is blocked in case of a fire. These ones are at grade, and then so bedroom, 2 bedrooms there, and then coming through as the grade falls. This is something that we'll talk to you about through the design phase with your particular lot. We want to understand what is the grading plan, and how do we want to maximize windows, especially in a walkout basement. So here, just show this side here coming down. As the grade falls, you can have a full window with no well, and then you have 2 triple panel patio doors. And this is the reason why. Just a beautiful I think there's 6 acres or so here.
Yeah, 5-6 acres. Yeah.
There's the ski hill is down that way. This is southern facing, so you have all day sun on all these big windows.
It's great.
And look up at that, it really looks incredible.
Sure does.
So black soffit, black fascia, black roof.
Which is the right call when you're doing windows like that and siding this color. You know, it wouldn't make sense to do something else.
It looks great. You can, when you're doing a walkout, you can do the whole thing in concrete, like what's shown here. Or you could stop the wall back 8 or 10 feet more closer to grade and then switch to wood and frame this whole area out in wood. And the difference is just how you want the end, what you want for an end result. You know, if you're just gonna leave it concrete like this, that's fine, you totally can do that. But if you want to bring this James Hardy board down all the way to grade and then kind of step it up along grade or closer to grade all the way around, you can do that both ways. You can do it on the concrete. You would just have to put furring strips out first. And so if you were planning on bringing the siding down, sometimes it's easier just to frame that area out, and then you can just carry the siding all the way down on the wood.
Sure.
You know, on the wood. So, can you see the dormer here from this side?
You can see the dormer, yeah.
Sort of at the tree line.
You just can't tell very well that they did a different siding material there too. They
That's
more
the
of a
shake.
Yeah.
That's the shake. Yeah. Yeah. To take the glasses off to see it. In my old age. Oh, it looks great though. So I think that's a 26-foot shed dormer, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of space up there.
By shed dormer, we're just saying it has a flat roof, so the roof kind of comes out flat like that. That's a shed dormer as opposed to, you know, a peaked dormer. But we go through that whole design, different options with you. Obviously, if you have the dormer on the second floor, your usable space increases because your headroom increases all the way out to the side of the house.
Now here's the wells over on this side, right?
Yeah, so the wells only need to go just above finished grade, right? So finished grade obviously is going to go down, so the wells can go down, and then you have more natural light coming through.
Yeah.
And you can do a double window, just like over there on that one, single, double. On the outside, we have some points that are electrical points for floodlights and cameras and things like that. So different people have different requests. Some people want to have a switched outlet. So if you look up like on the
for like Christmas lights or something like that.
Yeah, you can plug in your Christmas lights and then that'd be on a switch. And then you might want to think about you know, cameras and plugging in cameras and where you want those outlets, things of that nature. It's a lot easier to do it in the factory. It's really cost effective. It doesn't cost much to do that.
For sure.
Just need to plan accordingly. So that stuff comes up during the planning process, and we ask all those questions. So you don't need to try to remember everything.
No.
Those will be part of the normal design process. And you can see, you know, these steps here are a little off because this is rough grade, and
the finished grade will bring it up, right?
It'll bring it up. Yeah. I love
that
the knots.
Is nice.
I actually touched this one coming in.
It's fantastic.
I think it looks beautiful.
Absolutely.
So in this plan, you come into kind of a mudroom, laundry room. It's pretty big. It really could have been another bedroom, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Closets. Where's the laundry area?
Laundry's behind you.
Oh, is it in here?
Yeah.
There's the laundry room.
I already used it. Just kidding. I didn't use it. But I mean, this is in ski area, right? So having this big space is pretty helpful. I mean, you're coming with all your snow gear and stuff.
You have this many people, you're going to need places. Even if you have a normal size house.
Yeah.
You know, 3 or 4 bedrooms.
Yeah, but this one has 800 bedrooms, so you need a lot more space.
Okay, so coming in, bedrooms at the back, bathroom on the hall, and then common space out front. So why don't we come through? This pantry area or mudroom has a double barn door here.
Right here.
But coming in through this way, we're still under construction on the final phase. That you can see. Whew, I need to put my sunglasses back on. I always say plan for blinds, right? When you have, you know, when you have a big, especially facing south. This is going to be sunny all the time, and so these are trapezoids, which are more triangular.
I mean, you could do those tints on the windows, right? You could do something like that if you wanted to kind of dampen it a little bit.
Sometimes it voids the warranty on the windows.
Oh, really?
If you tint them, but there's different. I mean, there's different treatment options for blinds and things of that nature. And then if you want them just rectangular, you certainly can do that. They don't have to be a trapezoid.
Yeah.
But the trapezoid maximizes the glass space.
Might be easier for blinds and stuff to.
You know, it just depends on your look. I think if you go rectangular, you can have more of a almost a Scandinavian look.
Sure.
You know. And then you can see looking up a couple of fans, and the beams up here are boxed in. Those are the boxed in LVLs.
Looks fantastic.
If you look on the end wall, you can see it bumps down. Those are big LVL beams running the length of the house. Likewise at the top, you can drywall the top just like you do on the outside.
Yeah, they did here too.
Or you can box it in like that, and I think, you know, either looks phenomenal. We've also seen people come across with some faux beams. That can look amazing as well.
There's a lot of options, you know.
Options. These are swing doors. You can do sliders, you can do swing. This fireplace bumps in. Another option would be to bump it out, but you know, these are all exciting design.
That's right. That's right.
We have John, what do you think of the gray with the white? Gray with the white?
Looks okay.
And then you have the white oak LVP flooring.
Yeah, I mean the floor is fantastic. I love that color.
Love the floor.
That's great, right? Yeah. You can see right here, even, you know, maybe part of the need for blinds.
Even just furniture bleaching.
Sure.
You know,
the
sun will bleach your furniture.
Oh yeah.
We have a leather couch, and one of the blinds, you know, never gets closed by the kids, and the back of the seat cushion compared to the other one is a different color now. So here's the hall bath, the walk-in shower, fully tiled, tile floor, transitioning to the LVP.
What do you think of those tiles there?
They're big.
They're very large.
They're enormous. I love them. I think it's great. I think, well, you know, the benefit is you have less grout lines.
For sure.
Clean, and grout typically is annoying to clean sometimes. But the floor, the pebble floor, I think is on trend. I think it looks great. Hall bath.
No, this is not a bathroom, just to be clear.
Hall closet.
This is,
sorry, there's so
this
many
is
bathrooms.
Small.
Let's
try to
go into the bathroom, John.
Try to get in here.
All right. Turn the fan on in the bathroom. Hall closet.
Important differentiation.
Slight. So 2 bedrooms, furniture's arriving, and things like that. I think these are the 4-inch recessed lights as opposed to the 6-inch.
Yes, they are.
So they're a little smaller. You can do 4 or 6, whichever you prefer. It's funny, I used to really like the 4 as opposed to the 6, and now I kind of like the 6.
I'm feeling the same way. Yeah,
do you?
yeah.
I kind of feel like, you know, 6 is actually quite nice.
I do. Yes.
You know,
yeah.
It's almost like it was a slight reaction to the trend, and now we realize like 6.
Yeah, 6 might be a little bit nicer actually. Yeah.
Same tile design in the primary suite. So there's like several primary suites with the bedroom attached to the bathroom, not the closet, although there are closets here as well.
We got all the things, bathrooms and closets in this house, if you can believe it.
I'm just gonna go down the hall here.
We should go upstairs,
So
downstairs?
what do you think of the barn doors, John?
I think this is a great spot to put barn doors for sure.
Because no one's ever going to close them.
No, you're not going to close them. It becomes a feature piece. Then you're not trying to figure out, all right, what am I going to put on the walls here that's not going to get run into and stuff and get knocked off or something like that.
Yeah,
it looks really nice. And just add some detail to the hallway.
Craftsman style trim with 2 panel doors. And this is one of several profiles that we offer on the Craftsman style, which has an overlay and then a top sill. I think it's great without going too complicated or maybe too what's the word?
Complicated.
Yeah,
exotic. Yep, that's the word you're looking for.
It's a different one. But, it's good. I think it's a nice profile. I mean, that doesn't need to be there in order. You could just do this with the overlay.
You could also
it would still
square
be
it off.
Craftsman style. But
Yeah.
I think this dresses it up a little bit. I think for the style of this home, that's
Works.
perfect.
Yeah,
That's perfect.
works.
Black hinges, black lever handles, Fabuwood cabinetry. All the cabinetry comes with that that specific cabinetry design meeting with the Fabuwood rep, Billy. Shout out to Billy over at Bison. He does a great job working directly with the customer on usually 2, sometimes 3 design meetings for the kitchen cabinets.
It's consistent with our design as
way.
well, right? Because
Yeah,
he's also trying to pay attention to budget and also design and kind of marrying the two, in the best way possible.
We are kind of hand in glove with that design process because sometimes depending on the cabinetry layout, he might shift a window. And so we want to do the cabinetry design, not immediately, but earlier on in the design process.
For sure, yeah.
Certainly before blueprints.
Yes.
Upstairs,
Let's do it.
big space.
It is a big space. I mean, this is technically called a bedroom, right?
It's a big bedroom.
This is like
It's a primary bedroom.
4 bedrooms in one.
Here, take a look. It's gorgeous.
This is awesome.
Yeah. So this is really was the goal with this dormer, this very, very large dormer. You wouldn't be able to have this space
No.
without,
No, yeah, for sure.
the headroom would be back here somewhere. It's fantastic. Really nice. Big picture window,
Yeah, that's great.
very tranquil. Here, get a shot just kind of coming out through
Yeah, I
that
think
way.
you should climb in this tub here, Jeremy.
I have been known to get into tubs just to show how big they are. I will control myself on this one.
It's perfect. It's great, right?
Yeah. Really nice. So they went with a dual zone, traditional gas, forced air furnace. One zone is the first floor, the second zone is the basement, but then in the third floor, there's a PTAC unit. So the mini split system, you might have seen the line set outside,
Yep.
painted black, so it blends in, but this will ensure that this area is nice and cold or nice and hot, depending on what you want.
Absolutely.
See what I did there, cold and hot, John?
I do, I see. Because sometimes it's cold and sometimes it's hot.
His and her. It really should be his and her. This will be her, this will be his down there.
I think what they were doing is actually having closet space for guests if they were ever to let guests stay in the house, and so then they could close this off and have this as their own storage and keep it separate.
There's so many people doing vacation rentals, second homes with us, that we're doing that a lot. We're thinking about what closets could we split, 1/3, 2/3, so that's the owner's section, and you don't have to worry about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But if this door wasn't here, and even if that wasn't the situation, that
It's a lot of
would give you
closet.
an extra wall space to double up on. with
Yeah, that's
clothes.
true.
I think that's really nice.
That's true, yeah.
So there's a couple of cuts for the knee wall access, and there's the access above the collar ties. And then of course,
Look at
this
this
doesn't
view,
have
man.
collar ties, this goes up to a peak.
That's nice.
Basement you can finish it an hour later. A lot of people who are interested in our barndominiums, you know, they ask about a basement versus a slab, and we talk about that. And you have to go down 5 feet anyways for your frost wall. And so why not just add an extra few feet for a full basement? That's our consistent recommendation.
Agreed.
I think in this area in the Northeast, people want to have that basement option to finish. There's always a need for storage space, but again, it's your, you know, it's your project. If you really don't, you know, want that, that's we can do a build a house on a crawl space if you prefer. This one, okay, this has an I-beam
Right.
down, and the size of the I-beam, the height and width, gets engineered based on the modular load values. And so this is, I believe, a 14-inch I-beam. It's not this wide, but you have HVAC on one side, and so it's boxed out to, come on in guys, it's boxed out to be symmetrical. And we were just talking about this. I think it works really well. You're gonna split this room up anyways.
Yeah.
This is gonna be one room for big sectional, and there's probably gonna be games over there.
Right, right.
And so it's really nice. If you didn't like that, you know, you could always put a tray around this other room. Loads of different options, but big common space here, and then all the bedrooms back here.
Well, and where it comes down here in the hallway, you don't even feel that at all, right?
Yeah,
the fact that it comes down.
But, and then coming in, you go back up to 10 feet.
Yeah, and then it actually even feels bigger because the hallway is lower, right? It, you know, it makes it actually feel even taller than it even is. You know?
Frank Lloyd Wright sort of idea. But I just wanted to, not that we need to go in all the bedrooms, but this bedroom in particular, just to circle back to the window wall, this being only half, and it's a double window, really nice.
That's
So
fantastic.
if that's an option to sink that down, that's always a great idea. Under the stairs, extra storage, furnace room, gas forced air furnace, tankless hot water heater, breaker panel is all collected into this spot.
I really packed it in there.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's you know, it's just the right size.
I mean, it's just for service anyway. It's not like you're, you know, hanging out in front of the panel box. So.
Yeah. I think the other thing to keep in mind, I think there's some room down there for it, is if you're on a well, you want to think about water treatment. Almost fell over there. You want to think about the water filter.
You were thinking about the well and falling into that well.
Timmy in the well. Smaller bedroom, but feels big with the 10-foot ceiling.
Yeah, for sure. And then the big window too. That's a huge window in this house, or in this room, I mean.
Yeah. Consistent theme with the tile. Now, I love that color cabinetry though. The white oak cabinetry, I really do like that.
That's very nice.
Yeah. Especially with the gray tile, and then coming off of the white oak LVP.
Well, and it kind of plays off of some of the lighter tile in that mosaic too.
They're always playing those too.
I don't know what to do with you.
I said a joke at Home Depot earlier today, and immediately apologized for the terrible dad joke. You want to hear it?
Of course, yes.
So it was at the service desk,
Okay.
but I was at Garden, so I was coming through. It's way far away from the other registers, and I'm parked right there. Okay. I didn't know the Garden checkout was closed, so I said to the service lady, "Hey, you mind checking me out?" "No problem, check me out." I said, "Thank you for checking me out." And then I thought, here's a great joke.
See where this is going.
"Don't worry, I won't tell my wife you were checking me out." And I said, "I'm sorry, what a terrible dad joke." And she laughed. She thought it was a fantastic joke. So, John, keep with the dad joke.
I have thought about that joke, you know, with the new thing where everybody's getting your phone number all the time. And I've always, every time that happens, I think, well, this is kind of forward. You're asking for my number. We just met. But I refrain, though. I refrain because I realize that doesn't need to be said out loud.
That's the key. What's the key to maturity? Not vocalizing all your thoughts, right? Bigger well, so this is like, you can see it's a double stack, and has to be because that's the grate. But still, even with the window well,
It's a lot of light. It's a lot of light in there.
Yeah.
I mean, is that window as tall as you, Jeremy? I feel like you should get up on that.
Yeah, it looks like a 6-foot window.
Yeah, that's a big window.
Yeah.
That's a big window.
I could be wrong on the height of the windows. I said 5 foot.
No, I think it's bigger.
These all look like 3 by 5.5, I would say. That's the tour, and then maybe lastly, just coming out on the walkout, you can finish this walkout in a variety of ways. A lot of people will do like unilock or a flagstone. You can actually come down a little bit more and do another deck here as well if you wanted to.
I think that barndominium that we did is going to do that for the basement, actually, that very thing, do a deck on the basement.
I think his slope comes down a little faster.
Yeah.
And so that would be good because I think the occupants are a little bit older or whatever, so they just wanted to make sure that that came off flush. But either way, I think
it's great.
Some great options.
It's a beautiful house. Can't wait to see it all done, you know?
Almost done. Thanks for watching. Any questions? Anything that I missed? I'm sure it was a lot. Just let me know. Try not to miss them again. We'll have a teleprompter next time.
That's good.